Dust on the windows, wind through the door. She don't live here, not like before. Her boots are gone, but I still hear the sound of her walking away from this worn out town. I sit on the porch where the silence screams, drunk on the memory of faded dreams. No letters, no fire, just echoes remain. Two shadows still dancing in cold, broken rain. We're just two ghosts in a one-horse town, wandering hearts that keep hanging around. She's gone, but she ain't really gone. Her perfume still haunts these dusty songs. We loved, we lost, now we can't lay it down. Two ghosts in a one-horse town. Her name's still carved in the old church pew, right next to mine, under sky so blue. But God ain't here, and neither is grace. Just a man with a flask and a hollowed out face. I tried to burn the past last fall, but ashes still whisper from these walls. I sleep with a picture turned face down, still hoping she'll walk back through this ghost town. We're just two ghosts in a one-horse town, stuck in the silence where dreams broke down. Her goodbye keeps singing through the pines, in every rusted bell and churchyard chime. We died slow, but we still hang around. Two ghosts in a one-horse town. She came in like thunder, boots wet with rain, eyes full of fire, a soul dressed in pain. Said love was a prison and trust was a lie, but I gave her my name under a blood-red sky.
We danced through the wreckage, kissed in the storm. Her hands were cold, but her body was warm. We carved our names on a barbed wire fence and swore on the wind, though it never made sense.
Hollow hearts and rusted chains, rusted chains.
I found her crying in the devil's field, a Bible in one hand, the other concealed. She said, I don't pray, but I still bleed, and kiss me slow like a dying need.
We never had peace, just silence between the scars of her touch, the ghosts I'd seen, and every I love you we left unsaid still howls in the hills where we once bled. Hollow hearts and rusted chains, held together through storms and shame. Her goodbye was a whisper wrapped in sin. She left, but her shadow still crawls in. I wear her name like a curse that remains. Just hollow hearts and rusted chains. Some loves ain't made to heal or stay. They just haunt you slow, then fade away.
She rode into town like a ghost on the wind, leather and silence wrapped under her skin. No tears, no smiles, just a cold, steady gaze, like she buried her heart in the desert for days. I gave her a song, she gave me a scar, a kiss like a warning beneath falling stars. Her touch was a blade dressed up as a thrill, and her love was a house on a hill meant to kill. There's no mercy in her eyes, just the ashes of 1,000 lies. She don't cry, she don't pray, she just walks away like Judgment Day. And I loved her, Lord, I tried, but you can't hold fire with open skies when there's no mercy in her eyes. She once told a preacher, don't waste your breath. I married the night, and I sleep with death. Her past is a place no map ever shows, and her soul is a secret the cold wind knows. I still see her face in the mirror at dawn, still feel her leaving, though she's long gone. And if she loved me, I'll never be sure. All I know is I couldn't cure her war. There's no mercy in her eyes, just a storm beneath the sweetest lies. I reached for grace, I found goodbye. Now her shadow rides beneath my sky. She's the wound that never dies. No mercy in her eyes. Some women ain't meant to be saved. They're just meant to be survived. There's a cabin past the black oak line where the fence leans like a dying spine. She left her name carved in the floor. Now I talk to ghosts and she answers no more. The wind still hums our wedding tune, but love died early, not a day too soon. She said forever with her fingers crossed, then rode out west and left me lost. Where the hollow hearts bleed, I wait by a fire that burns with rust and fate. She was gone before I knew she'd leave, took my soul like a thief in the eve. Now I walk this land with blistered feet. Where the hollow hearts bleed and never beat, I still wear her scarf like a noose of grace, still see her ghost in the mirror's face. She left her Bible but tore out the Psalms, left me nothing but a whiskey and calm. I scream her name where the creek runs dry, but mercy don't echo and tears won't lie. If love was a sin, we paid the toll. Now I just wander with half a soul. Where the hollow hearts bleed, I roam with dust in my mouth and no way home. She's the wound I keep, the ache I feed, in the silence where wild things grieve. And I pray to a God who doesn't see. Where the hollow hearts bleed like me.
She said love was a place, but never told me it was a grave.
Came to me wearing midnight lace, with lipstick like sin and a porcelain face. Her love was a whisper soaked in gin, and I let her in. Lord, I let her in. She never stayed past the break of dawn, just left her perfume when she was gone. And on my pillow, soft and slow, black roses bloom, cold as snow. Black roses on the pillow where she laid. Her touch was sweet, but her soul had strayed. She kissed like a prayer you're scared to say, and slipped out the door and faded away. Now my bed don't hold no grace, petals dying in her place. Black roses and an empty space. She said love was just a fleeting spark that flares real quick then leaves you dark. I begged her once to stay a while. She smiled like smoke, broke me in style. The mirror don't show her anymore, but her echo still haunts my bedroom floor. And every night when the candles die, I hear her laughter Roses on the pillow tell her tale of a woman built like a storm in a veil. She gave no warnings, no goodbye notes, just sent a sorrow caught in her coat. And I still dream of her wild and cold, with hands that love but never hold. Black roses and a story untold. She left me nothing but silence and flowers that should never bloom.
You slammed the door, I lit a smoke, both choking on the words we spoke. The whiskey burned, but not like you, when silence cut our love in two.
The bed's still made from yesterday. The sheets don't lie the same old way. I reach across, but all I find is cold regret in your goodbye. Empty beds and loaded words, a quiet war no one deserves.
We shot each other without a gun. Now the damage can't be undone.
You were my fire, I was your curse. Now we're both bleeding in reverse. Empty bed and loaded words. You said too much, I said it worse. We twisted love into a curse. The hallway echoes with what we lost, and every step just shows the cost.
If love is made of fire and flame, then maybe we were built for pain. I still sleep on my side of the bed, but your memory won't stay dead. Empty beds and loaded words are all that's left of what we were. You're not here, but your voice remains, a song of her in the window pane. I pray for peace, but I rehearse the lines that broke us unreversed. Empty bed and loaded words.
The moon was our lantern, the night was our bed. We whispered our truths where the daylight had fled. In silence we danced where no light ever goes, to runaway hearts wearing yesterday's ghost. We loved in the shadows where no one could see, where the wind told our secrets to the old cypress tree. No vows ever spoken, no promises made, but your touch burned like fire in the cool of the shade. You wore your sorrow like a
We loved in the shadows where no one could see, where the wind told our secrets to the old cypress tree. No vows ever spoken, no promises made, but your touch burned like fire in the cool of the shade. The candle is flickered, the whiskey runs dry. Your memory lingers like smoke in the sky, and I still hear your voice in the hush of the pines, singing low, singing slow through the cracks in my mind. We loved in the shadows where the broken hearts bleed, where forever's a whisper and goodbye's a seed. No vows ever spoken, no promises made, but I'd do it again in the cool of that shade.
She carved my name into her skin, not with a blade, but with everything I did. Each lie whispered, soft and low, left a mark deeper than she'd ever show. She wore my love like Sunday lace, but it frayed and tore in the wrong place. I gave her thunder, called it song. She held it close, but held it too long. She wore my name like a wound, a scar that never healed, just bloomed. Like a secret you never meant to keep, she carried my ghost in her sleep. She wore my name like a wound. I watched her fade in the rearview night, a silhouette swallowed by broken light. And I knew I'd never find her whole. I'd taken pieces I couldn't console. Now the wind cries through the hollow trees, and I hear her voice on the autumn breeze, still bleeding letters from lips gone cold, a story of a love that turned to mold. She wore my name like a wound, something sacred, something ruined. Not a promise, not a prayer, just a shadow she couldn't bear. She wore my name like a wound.
like a wound.
Touched me like a prayer, but your hands were cold. Your lips said forever, but your eyes never told. You smiled like a sinner at a church front row. Gave me heaven in a whisper, then turned to go. Love was a mirror I couldn't break. Showed me a future that was always fake. You wore your silence like a wedding dress and left me standing in a holy mess. It was a kiss without a soul, like fire without a flame. You said my name so sweet, but never meant a thing. Like a dream that fades by dawn, you left me feeling whole, till I found out I was kissed by a ghost without a soul. I chased your shadow down the longest road. Find your memory in the songs I wrote. You left no goodbye, no sound. Just perfume in the air and footprints on the ground. You haunt me in the quiet, you burn me in my sleep. You gave me something hollow that I still try to keep. You danced like you were dying, but I was dying too, thinking I had found something real in you. It was a kiss without a soul, a touch that took its toll. You held me like a promise that was never meant to hold, like thunder with no storm. You left me less than whole, and I'll never heal from that kiss without a soul. So I drink to the echo, to the lie you told, and to that kiss that never had a soul.
Used to speak without a sound, now every word just weighs us down. You're close enough to feel my breath, but far enough to feel like death. I reach for you but touch the air, like loving ghosts that ain't quite there.
We built a fire but lost the flame. Now all that's left is just the name. It's the cold between our hands, where love used to stand. No storm, no fight, no final blow, just a quiet kind of letting go. Like winter in a wedding dress, we smile while we forget the rest. Oh, the cold between our hands. The coffee's hot, but we don't speak. Two strangers riding out the week. Your eyes once danced like morning skies, now they just reflect goodbyes. I'd rather screams than all this still. At least I know there's something real, but silence cuts much deeper lines than anger ever could define. It's the cold between our hands, where warmth once made it stand. We sleep in beds that feel like stone, together but completely alone. No thunder, just a slow collapse, like roses wilting in our laps. Yeah, it's the cold between our hands. You turn away and I don't chase. I guess we both gave up this place, and still we sit with the cold between our hands.